I'm Anna with the Eyes Right, and in today's video, it's not a writing vlog. So instead you're getting a tag video, wow! And as you can probably tell by the title of this video, it's specifically the Writers Not Writing tag. This is such an interesting tag. It's basically like a better version of the Q&A video I did. Yeah! I saw Writing Violet do this tag, and I thought when I saw the title of the tag, the Writers Not Writing, that it was like people that aren't actively writing, like they're getting ready to write or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's like not writing right now either. Like, cause I'm preparing for Nano. I'm getting my videos, getting my work going. I'm getting my stuff ready for Nano. Yes, I'm doing it like 2 months early. What can I say? So that's what I thought it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow. I was like, oh, it's a Q&A video. Oh, it's a better Q&A video than mine. So we're doing it. Fun fact, this tag was started by Nikki J. Marcus. Her video is titled Ask an Author, Writers Not Writing tag, and it has 10 questions. So let's get into the tea. And the tea. Yeah. Question 1. Do you have a day job? Yes, I do. I actually work for an affordable housing nonprofit. I'm kind of the project manager, program coordinator. There are so many different titles I have. I'm basically in charge of all of the local programs for my nonprofit. I'm in charge of 5 houses and our office building. I'm currently in the process of flipping 3 of those houses, tearing down a 4th, and trying to sell the 5th one. It's light work, what can I say? And then I do some other kind of community-driven events, such as this Thanksgiving, we're giving away 200 meal kits. And no, I don't have a better description than a meal kit. It's literally like a turkey, a pie, rolls, 5 pounds of potatoes, like 5 pounds of sweet potatoes, and then like all the fixings to make all of that really yummy per family. And we're doing it for 200 families this year. I get to be in charge of that. It's a lot. I absolutely love my work. Some days it does absolutely drain me, and then some days I kind of have a little more freedom. I'm like, okay, well, you know, there's a lull in work. I have about 30 minutes that I can write. I have 30 minutes that I can plan, 30 minutes I can do this, that, the other, and I love it. And yeah, I do work primarily out of my house. Question number 2. Are you a reader? Yes. I actually got back into reading, like aggressively consuming novels a few months before I started writing again. Yeah, and it's something that I've been really working on. For example, this year, my goal at the beginning of the year was straight up to just read 25 books. Kind of my adjusted projection for this year is that I'm going to read 60. Getting back into reading is something that I'm very proud of. I know when I was a little kid, as most of us probably were, loved to read, absolutely loved it. And then college and high school hit, and I didn't want to read anymore because they were making me do it, and that's just not fun. So I'm very glad that I rediscovered reading in my old age. Question number 3. What are your other hobbies? I have a lot of other hobbies. I'm in a small town where there's not really a lot to do, so I have a lot of free time on my hands. I love to volunteer. That's one of my big hobbies recently. I'm in 2 different organizations that volunteer around town. One of them is like picking up trash, and then the other is just kind of helping the community as a whole. I like to make soap. I actually have some of my homemade soap here that you can actually see. I only have 2 bars with me today, but I absolutely love making soap. I garden a lot. If you've been watching my vlogs for any period of time, you will know that I'm very proud of my garden and I love gardening. I actually just got back from the nursery a minute ago because I went and bought more plants because why not? I do love vintage clothes shopping. I actually have like a vintage clothes resale shop on Etsy. I'll have it linked down below if you're so inclined or so curious. I do a lot of stuff. I did stained glass for a period. I started leatherworking, didn't really like it that much. I do candle making on the side. Friendship is a hobby now. I would classify it as a hobby. So question number 4. Tea or coffee? I have been drinking a lot of tea recently, and that's because it's supposed to be getting colder. It was like 100 yesterday, and then today it was 87. And I was like, oh my God, it's under 90. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and pants, and I kind of regretted it. but I'm feeling the fall vibes, you know? I'm so ready for them. I've got like pumpkins in front of me. I've been decorating my house for fall. Oh my gosh, I am ready for fall. For right now, because we are going into fall, I would definitely say tea. I'm hoping, wink wink, that I'll get an espresso machine this Christmas. And when I get that, it's definitely gonna be like a coffee town. Yeah. For what kind of teas I like to drink, all of them. I have a lot of like peppermint teas. I have a lot of lemongrass. Gray Ceylon is like one of my favorites. I have quite a few varieties of like English breakfast. Got some chamomile. Like I've got it sorted. I have a tray in there that's for like my K-cups. You may have seen it in some of my recent vlogs. And I have added a tea section to it because I was like, it is almost fall. I was like, you hear that weather? It's almost fall. Darn you. Question number 5. What are you passionate about? A lot. To be a little more specific, I'm very passionate about my community. I'm very passionate about my friends, my family. I'm very passionate about myself, which sounds weird, but let me explain. I'm passionate in the sense that I want to do things. I don't want to be in like my deathbed, be like, oh, I wish that I, made soap, or oh, I wish I'd read more. Like, I don't want to be that person. Question number 6, do you have any pets? Yes. I have a big Shiloh Shepherd named Hera. She's not here right now. She's going on 3 years. This December, she'll be 3. Here's a thumbnail that she was in. I had a video where she picked like my entire writing routine. Fun fact about this video was recorded, I think it was like the weekend before we had Snowmageddon or Snowvid in Texas here, where like the entire state lost its power. That was fun, and you could tell that it was like so cold. And I love rewatching that video and going, oh yeah, I had no idea what was coming for me. But yeah, that's like the main video I have with her on my channel. She is a baby and I absolutely adore her. I don't really plan on getting any more dogs. Question number 7. What was your dream job when you were a kid or when you were younger? Not to flex or anything. Now, when I was in I think it was 1st grade, and I learned that 8 plus 8 is 16, not 18, like my little brain was just like set on, I thought I was a genius. And I was like, I'm gonna be a mathematician. Thank God that didn't happen. That's like one of my first memories as like what I wanted to be when I was a kid, was a mathematician. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was very good in math, but when you're little, you're like, math is easy. Like, it's just addition. Like, I didn't know they were start throwing in like the alphabet and then the Greek alphabet. And I was just, I tapped out after calculus. I was really good at calculus and I was just like, I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. This isn't me. I guess one of the second things I wanted to be when I was little was rich. I knew that was like key to happiness right there. In all seriousness, I wanted to be a writer, like probably a lot of y'all. But if you could live anywhere else in the world, where would it be? I would have to say either Scotland. I went up there briefly, fell in love with the people, fell in love with the landscape. I just loved it. So I'd say somewhere in Scotland, like maybe a little farm or like a little house that has maybe an acre, not anything like crazy big. Question number 9. Do you speak any foreign languages? No. I don't even speak English well half the time. I did take 3 years of Spanish in high school, and it's not like Spain Spanish, it's not the fancy stuff. It's like Mexico Spanish. I can understand for the most part what people mean, what people are saying. And then in college, I took 4 semesters of Chinese because for my writing degree, I had to have 4 semesters of a language, and I freaking hated Spanish because I can't conjugate Spanish verbs to save my life. I was terrible at it and I didn't want to like sink my GPA. So I was like, I'll go Chinese. Let's go something that's like really out there. I don't speak it though. It's very unfortunate. I don't speak it very well. Question number 10. What music would we find in your collection? If I'm being honest with you, it would be like high school Anna music, because I haven't really purchased any music recently, period. Let me open my music app and just like shuffle, and I'll tell you what the names are. Ye Olde, Panic at the Disco, a lot of Kesha. I absolutely loved Kesha's music, like specifically this album, David Guetta, and some obligatory Nickelback, you know, and then just some like random songs that I heard while I was in college that I liked just enough to purchase. For example, I Miss the Misery by Hailstorm, Sirens by Cher Lloyd, Prima Donna Girl, and some Sam Smith. It's like stuff that has good bass notes. I really like good bass notes. So I like some Nicki Minaj songs that aren't on here that should be on here if I'm being honest with myself. But there's some Nicki Minaj songs I like her last album she put out, like the Chun-Li album. I really liked that one. Probably some Billie Eilish because like I'm the Bad Guy or whatever it was, or You Should See Me in a Crown. Those two were like a bop for me when they were on the alternative channel on Sirius XM. And then when they hit mainstream, I was so happy. I was like, hell yeah, bass music. Thank you all so much for watching. You learned way too much about me. Probably stuff you never wanted to know, but I'm glad you joined me. You know what? I'm actually gonna go tag someone. For once. I know, I don't do it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and tag Meredith E. Phillips Writes. I'm pretty sure she dropped the E like a year or two ago. But Meredith Phillips Writes, I tag you for this. I want to know more, babes. Share it with me. Thank you all so much for watching. There's a face to it, by the way. It's not just like abstract lines, though it's kind of like aesthetic. No, that's my hair. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me. I'm getting ready for Nano. I'm having a blast. I've got it all planned out. So I hope to see y'all in October and November. And as always, let's get writing.